So our final fight of this afternoon session, another one at super heavyweight. Nigel Paul here of Trinidad and Tobago. Split decision wins against Nelson Heiser of Albania and Ayub Gadfer of Spain, both 4-1. Berat Asar of Turkey has beaten Marko Milan of Croatia, and Petar Belberov of Bulgaria, Turkish national champion, went to the World Champs a couple of years ago. Nigel Paul has been around for a long time, has been to a lot of major championships. This is his 4th World Championships. Been to Pan American Games, Commonwealth Games, American Championships, the Rio Olympics. Best result, a bronze at the American Championships in 2017, but generally speaking, he's made the later stages, plenty of quarterfinals, round of 16 in the last World Championships, so he's got the edge and experience here, certainly. (32) Nigel Paul. Asar, who you're looking at there, 22, so 10 years between them. Good bit of size between them as well. Nigel Paul is a full-blown super heavyweight. Asar on the small side for somebody in this division. So this is our final fight in Ring B. It's been a good session, an interesting session. Left hand there from Asar. Paul was trying to move in behind the jab there. Right hand, just got through there from Asar, and another one, steps in, let the 1-2 go. Paul had sunk into the ropes. Chopping down with the right hand there, Paul landed that one. Again, tries to move in behind that jab. He's nice and agile though, Asar, good feet. Was able just to skirt away to his right and find some wide open space. Chopping down with that right hand again there, Paul. He's just beginning to get his range with that. Could be slightly ominous for Berat Asar. He had a good first half of this round. Final few seconds of round one. Asar had some good success in the first half, stepping in with a couple of 1-2s. Nigel Paul chopping down with a right hand. Found the target a couple of times with that. Asar was busier of the two over the course of 3 minutes. I think I think maybe his round. Well, he gets it 10-9 across the board there. I say maybe because in the second half of it, Nigel Paul was just coming forward a little bit more. Seemed to be getting slightly closer to him, but didn't land all that much. So he's won that first battle here, ACAR, but a long way to go to win the war, because with 6 minutes remaining, I think this is going to get increasingly difficult for him. He's shown good feet, good agility, nice movement in that first round. He's going to need to keep that up while still moving in from the outside and landing on Paul when he can. That's what he managed to do in that opening round. It's not an easy thing to do. It really isn't, to win a round pretty much exclusively on the back foot. There's a nice left hand. That's a scoring punch. It's a really easy punch to see as well. And there are those good feet. Just managed to turn his opponent on the ropes and find his way out of what was some potential trouble. Trying to land that right there, Nigel Paul, then just shuffles off to his right. He's trying to pin ACAR down. It's hard. Combination on the inside, the left hand landed there for Paul. Paul just moving in behind the jab there, fell short with it. Couple of cuffing blows and a more solid looking right hand caught ACAR midway through round two. He landed that good shot at the start of the round, ACAR, but not much since then. A jab there from Paul. He needs his second round, the fighter in red. Dropping the first one with all 5 judges. He's hanging on the back foot a little bit there, Paul, now. Maybe just looking to catch a slight breather himself before going for it towards the end of the round, or maybe he feels if he can just usher ACAR in here, that might work better for him. Nice combination there from ACAR. It's a close round. Good jab there from Paul, then cuffs with the right hand. Decent jab again there from the Trinidadian. And the jab gets through once more. He's having a decent finish to the round here. Left hand there from ACAR, but it was a little bit of a slap. ACAR looking pretty exhausted as he goes back to the corner there, and I favour Paul in that round myself. He got to him increasingly as the round went on. Was quite patient, the big man, but managed to land the jab enough, I think, to win that round. 4 out of the 5 judges agree, so we have one card 20 points to 18 in favour of ACAR. The other 4 are all level, so the Turkish fighter boxing out of the blue corner with a slight advantage heading into the 3rd and final round, but not a big one. He needs 2 of those 4 cards. Paul needs 3, but I would say the momentum at the moment is with Nigel Paul. ACAR is looking like he might be a little bit low on gas, but in the 3rd and final round of a fight, when you need to dig in, when a bronze medal and $25,000 US are on the line, then if ever you're going to find a second win, it would be in that situation. But you can equally say the same for Paul. He's going to want to put it on ACAR as much as he can, and he's doing that at the start of the round here. That was a nice left hand followed by a right, and ACAR is in a bit of trouble, I think. He's been caught clean at the start of the round. Another long right hand there from Paul, and this is a torrid opening 30 seconds of the round for Berat ACAR. He gets caught by an uppercut, and that was exactly what he didn't need. Paul doesn't want to go crazy and catches him with another uppercut there. This is accurate stuff, really good stuff. ACAR trying to stay away, attempting to throw a right hand off the back foot there just to keep Paul off him, but keeping the much bigger man at bay is going to be extremely difficult. This first minute of the third round completely dominated by Nigel Paul. Just ditching in that 1-2 there, ACAR standing almost stock still and then leans in. Paul looking to try and find room for the uppercut. ACAR mouth hanging open. Uppercut got through with the left hand. Paul turns southpaw very briefly. Uppercut just misses there for Paul. Then that short right hand gets through. That's the one that's really done the damage. It hasn't been a massive shot. It's just been a short right cross and the short uppercut. When he gets in tight, ACAR has been on the receiving end. He's landed a few himself in this round, Berat ACAR, but he's been significantly outlanded. There's that longer right hand that just catches ACAR on the retreat, and there's been a few times where I've thought that he might be about to come apart here, Berat ACAR, and it hasn't happened, which is credit to him. Paul maybe just feeling the pace a little bit himself because he's thrown a lot in this final round, backed up to the ropes, but threw a jab and landed it. Into the final 30 seconds, but this is a clear round win for Nigel Paul. 4 level cards going into the final round. He needed 3 of them. I don't see any way that he's not going to win this round across the board. ACAR just digging his toes in, doing his absolute best in the last 30 seconds, the last minute really. As I say, he has had some success here, but he's been outlanded significantly in this final round. Jab there from Paul and another one. Great effort there from Berat ACAR after what was an extremely difficult start to the round, but he's got to have done enough there, Nigel Paul of Trinidad and Tobago. He's got to have done enough because he just started catching him clean from the start of the round, and that was the worst possible start for Berat ACAR. He dug in, boy, he dug in. As I said, I thought he was about to come apart at the seams at one point, and it never happened, but Nigel Paul has won that round, and he should be going through to the semi-finals.
Ladies and gentlemen, our final prelim bout of the evening, session number 16, bout number 434 to win. With your judges ruling in favor of your winner by points, declared by split decision. To the red corner,
and he gets it, Nigel Paul, and the coaching staff are loving that because he's won that final round 10-9 across the board, which is what he needed to do to turn all 4 of those drawn cards into a win. And through he goes. And what a really good fight to finish with that was. Very, very good fight. In the balance going into the final round. And he produced the big finish to take himself through to a World Championship semi-final. This is his 4th World Championship. The best he's done prior to this has been the round of 16. So this is huge for him. At 32 years old, he's been around a long time. And now he's got the opportunity to possibly go all the way, but he's guaranteed a medal and $25,000 US. And it's been a good session. We've seen some really good fights. Quarterfinals day is always a great day because there's so much on offer. Losing in the quarterfinals is heartbreaking because you're so close to a medal, you're so close to the podium. So we've had 14 fights in this afternoon session. We've got 12 more to come. this evening, when we'll be taking you through flyweight, featherweight, light welterweight, light middleweight, light heavyweight and heavyweight, and we'll be back in just over an hour and a half